traditionally speaking.
Yes, traditionally. We're not in traditional times, unfortunately.
Bring back the 1800s, goddamn.
Kill the witch. Education and going to college and university. So, do you think it's worth going to university? Snow.
Okay, I think we need to provide some background information first
Okay.
about what our respective education levels are, so they know where we're coming from.
Yes.
So I'll go first.
Yeah.
I have a bachelor's and I also have a master's.
Okay. In what?
Oh, dude, completely okay. So the bachelor's in classics classics, and I have a master's in sort of English education, second language English education, specifically about the acquisition of language and second languages. There we go.
Okay. In my case, I didn't want to do university, but parental push. So I went into doing business marketing. I got a bachelor's degree on that. Because it's
an
the
effective
easiest
real
one.
world thing. So
Goodness.
Yeah. What about you, Snow?
It's worth it, I guess, for you.
Well,
I drop out.
that's what we're about to discuss, aren't we?
Drop out.
but what were you doing before you dropped
That's
out?
it. I drop out. I was taking a course called computer science diploma, and I can continuing it. Only I finished semester 1. I can't continue on semester 2 because of the financial issues and
Right.
family issues. Then I had to What? It's I have to go back to square one, and then a lot of friends of mine encouraged me to like start working, and then get more money, working money, always like that until now.
So is the plan to go back to university afterwards? Like, once you have enough
the
of nesting
feeling-
to be comfortable?
No, the feeling of studying, being a university or a college student again, it's still there. I really want to. Mostly because I want to support my family a lot. Like, I can't do much back then until now as well. So, like, right now I'm just grinding my ass off for, like, everyone in real life. So, yeah.
He's a good kid. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Send
my
money to his
background.
Patreon. I don't know.
Look,
I gotta do what I gotta do,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
then okay, and so
Yeah.
do you think so? You want to go to university thinking that it'll help you. So you think it's like worth it going to university?
I mean, I know I can. I have the money right now. I can, but at the same time, my family aren't gonna have any money if I go to like spend my time on class. Like,
Right, okay,
like
but
over here, it's not that
imagine
strict anymore.
Okay. Imagine a universe
So there's-
where, I don't know, you win the lottery, you get $1 million, you can do whatever you want with it, right? So you can support your family that's taken care of. Would you still go back to university, and sort of why do you think university will open up your horizons and give you more opportunities?
A lot of YouTubers say the same thing about hey, we're college dropouts and we make millions over like YouTube videos and stuff. And for me, I'm a nerd, like mostly code stuff back then. I just miss the feeling, like I got my certificate here. Like, I imagine myself, I got like degree, diploma here, master, PhD, blah blah blah, and yeah, it's like a accomplishment that I can never reach. Like at the moment, I can't
No, you can
reach
always go back.
that
It's a
view.
postgrad.
So yeah, I mean, I No, even my family said if I still reach like 30 years old, I can still go to college, so it's good.
You can, yeah.
But at the same time,
I
I
went
feel
to
like
when I did my BA. There was a lady that was doing her
Yeah.
postgrad, and she was like 60. It's crazy. There's no shame in it. It's just
Yeah.
wherever you're at in life, you know.
I don't mind the age at all. Yeah, I just want the accomplishment that I did this, I finished this. You know, like
Yeah, I
even
get that.
though, yeah,
Okay, then
yeah.
let me rephrase the question then. If you had, how can I say this? To finish university, you had to pay $20,000. And would you do that, or would you
Oh god.
continue working and being a manager at some point without going to university and paying 20,000? Which choice would you make?
Working.
Okay.
Working.
Okay. Frosty, what do you think? Is the university worth it?
Tough question. Yeah, I think there's a lot of opportunity out there for people who are actually interested. If you know what you want to do, if you know where you really want to be, and if you know that those skills are not necessarily tied to a degree, or indeed your certification is not super important. For example, a skill, or rather, for example, I think if you want to be a lawyer, you should go to law school. I think if you want to be an accountant, you should get training for that, right? But if you know what you want to do and your skills aren't specifically tied to a profession, right, then I think going to university may be a waste of time. But if you don't know what to do, and I think the majority of people don't really know what they want to do, and if you have the money, and by that I mean you don't have to go into debt to do it, then I think university is an interesting or fun way to spend sort of your early 20s, well, your sort of late teens and early 20s. I think you form a lot of connections that are interesting, and if you go to university in a foreign country, you gain a better perspective on sort of what people are like in different places, right? And that wider perspective opens up your view and scope of the world. Whether or not I think it's financially worth it, I think for the vast majority of people that don't know what they're doing, or indeed haven't decided what they're doing, or aren't super passionate about a specific subject, I think the opportunities that having a degree affords you, if it's a specialized degree or if it's something that has general critical thinking and management skills, might be worth more than wasting away your early teens or early 20s trying to figure out what you want to do. But if you have an idea, and if you are financially not secure, then I think it might be better to work on that idea rather than, wasting away at university or just parting away at uni.
Yeah.
It's a tough question. It's personal, right? I can't tell you that. I can't give you any advice based on that. But I think if you know, right? If you're confident, if you're sure of whatever it is you want to do, I think you should be able to, or it should be socially acceptable to sort of make that decision and say, I'll just skip university and work on myself and work on this idea I have, or this project I have.
Yeah.
It's a tough choice.
One thing I want to add on.
For reference, I think university is
jealous
easy.
that friends.
As in
sorry.
path. Sorry. I just want to say that I think the university path to success is one of the easier paths. It costs a lot of money, but I think having a degree makes things easier. But maybe it might limit. If time is more important to you than that easy ride, then focus on time. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. What you say is like what my grandmother used to say. But and then a lot of my family members said you should work. There's nothing that we can do for you, and we don't have a lot of money, so just work. And I was like, okay. So one thing I want to add is a lot of friends that I know over in UK, they have like free educational, right?
No, you don't. In the UK, if if you're a European citizen and if you're British, I don't know if this has changed since Brexit. I went to uni in the UK. You pay a significantly reduced price for university, so it's about £8,000 to £9,000 a year for university because it's subsidized.
Oh, a friend of mine said they got like free education. They just need to choose course and then just study there in person.
Is this in university or is this in college?
Yeah, it's university.
Because in the UK they mean different things. Okay, so it could be that they got a scholarship for it. Are they particularly good at sports and or particularly gifted?
They're not.
You should ask them about it. You should double check and make sure.
I did. The person was my ex. I helped him through some stuff and then talked to her mom about it, why he didn't want to study university or college, and he was like he don't want to, and I kind of forced him in a way to like, because he got everything right that I don't have, and he didn't want to do it.
Oh, if he's
was,
rich,
like,
he might just not notice. It's only £9,000 a month, man. Oh, sorry, a year or one semester, one of the two. It's either £9,000.
I think he didn't experience how it's like don't really have everything, you know. So I was kind of.
Yeah. Okay, I do want to say, right, for those of you at home that are confused by the gender of his ex because he's referred to this ex as a he and a she in a single sentence, I don't know either. I have no clue. Right.
Yeah, it's both actually pronounced. Sorry.
Oh,
they're non-binary. Okay. If they're non-binary, I think it's they them. No, I could be wrong, of course.
Look, nobody knows the rules.
I mean,
it's whatever year this is. Nobody knows the rules.
Yeah.
Okay. The rules in English, right? As a
no.
language, right?
Don't put logic. There's no logic.
Traditionally speaking, right? Male he, female she, and if you are uncertain, right, using they them, the plural, for a not uncertain thing is fine.
Look,
traditionally speaking.
Yes, traditionally, but
whether or not they use made up words, I don't know.
We're not in traditional times, unfortunately.
Bring back the 1800s, goddamn.
Kill the witch.
Oh fuck. Oh god.
Okay. I mean, I have stronger
transition. Kill the witch is an interesting anime show. I'm kidding.
Wait, it is actually. Wait, is it? Wait, I'm remembering.
It is, yeah.
Oh,
yes. It is.
Yeah. I still haven't watched it.
Question me and my ability for weeb.
You're not a weeb.
I haven't watched it. No, I'm not.
You're a fake. You're a pseudo weeb.
What about you?
Yeah.
I just read.
What about you? You mentioned something. Your parents forced you into business marketing.
Yeah, no, not so. They didn't force me. Like I'm not a person that's goes against my parents much, but so I went along with it. But yeah, I just went along with it. But I have strong opinions about going or not going to university compared to you two, I guess. My strong opinion is don't go to university and ask someone how to Google stuff. Unless you want to be a surgeon or something, or like an architect, yes, go to a university. But otherwise, learn how to do research. And if you know how to Google stuff, you will find you can be a better person, better knowledgeable individual about a lot of fields, let's say business or marketing or finance or whatever, graphic design, video editing, videography, photography, whatever, cinematography, programmer, etc. You can be better than those who get out of university with the highest marks if you just know how to Google it. And by Google, like search engine it or whatever search engine you're using. You can open YouTube, you can open Google, you can I forgot what's that learning website called, but the costs of you learning these stuff in comparison to university
or Skillshare, there we go. Yeah, that's one example. Yeah.
You can learn more stuff than a university ever could teach you at a fraction of the cost, if not for free. The only skill you actually need to acquire in comparison to you not going to university versus you going to university is how to do research, or modern terms, how to Google shit. If you know how to Google stuff, you are golden. And you need the passion, of course. The benefit of university is them applying pressure on you to learn. And
And
that's
it's
my
really
thoughts on
easy.
it. Yeah. No, actually, you'd be surprised.
So,
There was an
What?
intern at my friend's company, and like I was working with him,
Yes.
and I had the responsibility of like teaching him. I did not like
Babysitting,
front-end web
okay.
development, and
Mhm.
I told him, look, I'm not make this, Google it. He did not know how to Google. I literally was teaching him how to Google, like, okay, this phrase didn't work, okay, try a different phrase, restructure it different way, open all of these links. If you don't get the results, rephrase the question, go on YouTube, put on Reddit with your search. Like, I was teaching him how to Google.
dude,
Yeah.
god damn. I grew up with the internet, so I have internalized the rules of finding this shit out. And I will say that I sort of agree that you can attain an equal or better level of mastery, especially for subjects that are very modern, right? Like business studies or like marketing or like, you know, that sort of thing. By sort of doing your own research. I will say you have to be incredibly motivated. You have to be incredibly focused, and it's significantly harder to attain that sort of mastery by yourself without any sort of external pressure. And I think university is easy in the sense that it forces you down a path and it makes you do this research yourself, regardless of whether you want to or not.
Yeah.
I will also say that so I did classics, which is ancient Greek and Roman history, literature, and sort of that sort of thing. And well, to some extent, it's also archaeology. I didn't much care for the archaeology part though. And I will say it's a lot harder to get the sort of access you have that a lot of these universities provide. For example, we had a lot of source texts that were hundreds of years old, and we had a lot of very interesting academia. So a lot of the lecturers were active academics within the field. Whether or not that was super helpful, I don't know, but it's definitely shown me a lot of interesting perspectives. I will also say that forming connections is also part of the reason you go to university, though, right? It's networking.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I also came from a privileged position of not having to worry about that debt. So I can't really say anything about that.
Oh, yeah. Even, Jesus Christ, even like if you want to do learn surgery or like fixing up teeth or whatever, dentistry, I mean, obviously, yeah, you should go learn it. But in terms of getting into debt for it, that's, I mean, my opinion is if you're going to go into debt, honestly, don't do it. Find something else. But
I will say that community college is a good option if you don't know what you want to do and you don't have the amount of money that people would need to waste on like an Ivy League or something. Because I know a person who she graduated and she's in debt for $150,000. That is a lot of money for just like a bachelor's.
That's a mansion in some countries.
Community college.
It's not an apartment here,
like
but okay.
over here, and courses as well, like university or college. Over here, I was thinking of getting, like, I don't have a lot of money, like community college. Community college is always an option, but it has longer term of the learning, like around 5 years or 6 years. So I was like,
but the idea is
I'm gonna be like
you're doing that
25,
alongside something else, right?
Yeah. But mostly on
25
work.
is not that old, so it's coming from me. So
Yeah, but based on the past experience, like work that I did, I learned it on hands. Like people, okay, you do this, just wiring this air conditioner, and you just do this, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's like I'm learning electrical stuff like there, and I was like, okay.
I think university doesn't really care about the minutia. Well, more specifically, it doesn't care about the. I won't call manual jobs Yeah, okay, let's not call all that. But I think university is never about that manual job, right? It's about getting that degree so you can directly jump into some sort of managerial position. Whether or not that's a good idea, I can't comment. But I think going to community college is a good idea. So full context. My father does teach a course right now. He's retired, but he is teaching part-time at a community college for a law course. So I shouldn't say anything about it, but I think it's a good idea. If it doesn't cost too much money and if you could do it alongside work, then it won't be too taxing. It might be a good idea.
Yeah.
If you want a degree, right?
Hey, but regarding, so one point, I guess, before we go to the next topic, I want to share is, if you want to find what you're looking for, if you're going to a university or college or whatever, and this is your choice, and you were gonna like go for it, like yeah, let's go for it, and you are financially able to, then in terms of deciding what you want to take, how I view it is, do your research in terms of supply and demand of different jobs in the market. So for example, if a lot of people are going to study business, then the market will be saturated with a lot of business people trying to get jobs.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
At my university, they had 3 lectures for the same subject. It was like some business thing.
Yeah. And once you basically, if you go into that and you finished university or college and you got your business degree, you probably won't find a job. So my advice, my personal advice is, which I learned it from other people, look at the market, see what nobody's going towards, and go study that. For example, like everyone's is trying to learn business, and nobody's trying to learn, I don't know, laser cutting or whatever our green-haired friend is doing. Then once you finish college,
that's not really a uni skill, but yeah.
I don't know whatever job it is, whatever thing you want to learn.
It's a trades thing. He's doing a trades thing, yeah.
Yeah.
When you mentioned laser cutting, I was like, is it welding? No, it's not welding.
Whatever
laser cutting, but also it's a trades thing, yeah.
Yeah, and whatever. So you learn it. I
agree with that, honestly.
And you're gonna come out of college or university or a trade school, and you will pretty much most likely find a job and a high-paying one at that, because there's not many people in that field.
So I'm gonna comment here a little bit.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea. I think that if you're a practical man, that's a good idea. I'm not a practical man. I think that if you're passionate about a subject, right, and it's not something super job oriented, right, like classics or fucking second language education or I don't know, fucking plants or archaeology, right, I think you should still do it, right? But maybe think about doing a hybrid degree with like something that's actually needed, right? You can do a double, whatever, and just look at that.
Yeah.
But hey, do whatever you want. I don't care. And we're all gonna get replaced by ChatGPT.
Yeah. Yeah.
As long as you have passion, encouragement, and willpower to it, you can do everything.
If you need encouragement that you weren't passionate to start with, I'm sorry.